Hey, good morning. What's going on, everybody? Joe Kales coming in here with Upper Cumberland Cards, and just wanted to record a message to make sure that my thoughts and emotions and everything are portrayed properly. I was just typing up an email and then realized there's a lot of context, and I want to be able to explain it and have people see and hear my true heart about it. This is the first show that we did on January 6th, which was amazing. It went way better than I could have ever imagined. I think I talked to some of you about. Nathan opened up his church, which is great. Sold 28 tables in the sanctuary very quickly. Added 6 more in there. We got to 34. Realized we needed more. Opened up the second room. Sold out the second room, and then sold out the loft as well. There was a few tables available in the loft still, so we got nearly 70 tables in there, and it was absolutely amazing. There was some feedback that we could have had more traffic, we could have done more promotion in different ways, and I'm going to address that in a second. But as first show goes, it was absolutely amazing. I think that first of all, I always ask for feedback. I'm always willing to hear what people have to say. Nathan and I are not able to respond to all of the feedback, but we want to know. If you have a suggestion and we don't go with it, it's not personal. It's not meant to be mean. It's just we take in all the insight and we make a decision based on the best for the show moving forward. And with that said, I wasn't planning on saying this, but this is not intended to be a profit center for Nathan and I. It may be profitable at some point, but I think that we are justified in making a couple bucks from the effort, but that's not at all the heart of it, right? So table fees and location and availability of tables and anything that we do is for the best interest of the sellers, the dealers that come to the tables. So I just want to say it out loud. If it ever appears like we're money motivated or just trying to, whatever, I promise you, professionally, I have way better ways of making money that I'm not going to squeak out a couple extra nickels from dealers and sellers of tables for this show. There's not enough profit available for me to push that button. So if we ever raise prices, which I'll get to about table fees, it's to cover expenses and additional promo and bring in other vendors and partnerships and for the benefit of the show. I promise you. I sell real estate. I'm a real estate consultant. I'm a marketing consultant. I have so many ways of making money, better money than running a card show. I can promise you my heart, I'll speak for me. Nathan is in agreement for the most part, but talk to him about it. My heart is not to ride this show to make a bunch of money. Again, we may make money. It's a fruit of our labor, but at the end of the day, when we set table rates and how many tables can fit and how the layout goes, it's for the benefit of everybody else. Just wanted to say that. So with that in mind, we did take a lot of feedback, and here's where we came to. There's three main areas that we need to address. Number 1 is pricing, number 2 is location, number 3 is promotion. And under promotion, I'm putting vendors and partnerships and bringing in other people that would it's a way to promote the show with more value by bringing in partnerships. So we have vision to make this thing bigger and better and more people and more value, getting tablecloths for the tables, finding a venue with tables, like all these things, the logistical things that you just shouldn't have to worry about, that we're working on, and we're working hard. So that said, location is number 1. So logistically, we need more room, but we're 3 weeks out now, and we have a couple places in mind, but nothing is secured, so we're just going to run it back with the church. Now, there was some feedback that we want consistencies, that we want dealers to be at the same tables every time so that people know where to come, and expectations and that, and I want to get to that point, but it's not going to be at the church long term, but we will need to do it at the church again this time. So that means that there is consistency. That's great. People know where to come again. We can, for anyone who wants to get another table again, we can put you at the same place again and run it the same way for consistency purposes. But we need to move to a venue with, ideally in one room, 100 plus tables all in the same spot. And my hand is getting tired. So in the future, near future, I hope for the April show. We're skipping March because there's a Nashville show, and we're not going to contend with that. So we'll do April next, and hopefully we'll have a spot ironed out for April where it's all in one room, one big room, 100 plus tables, yada yada yada. So location wise, we're going to do it at Friendship Church again, just because logistically we didn't have time to figure out somewhere else. We're going to keep it the same format just for consistency. I think it worked well where we had sports cards over here. We're going to improve the signage and flow. There was a few things that I wanted to do that I just didn't get to for this show, where people will be encouraged to go upstairs and to the side, both sides and all around, and get all the tables, things like that. So we'll figure out what the table arrangement is, if it's going to be any different. But as of now, it's going to be the same exact setup as before, which is the bummer of that is that it's limited. I think every dealer said that they wanted to and could come back. So ultimately, I don't think we'll be able to add any more dealers or tables, but that's fine. And that might be adjusted based on the next bullet point that I'm going to talk about, which is pricing. So Friendship Church, again, same setup for the most part. Looking into a new location for April that's bigger and better, right? So pricing wise, we need to adjust that. I feel that I didn't really know what I was doing to begin when I offered $20 or $30 for two. Turns out that that's too low. It wasn't some bait and switch sort of thing. That wasn't the intention. I didn't realize that was way lower than every other card show offers. I think I knew it was slightly lower, but the $15 per table at a multi-table discount it's not sustainable for the expenses. And I know Friendship Church is Nathan's church, but we do give money to him for hosting it to the church. There was a lot of money that went into promotion. I bought tablecloths. There's expenses that money goes towards. I promise you, not a dollar profit went into either of our pockets. So going from 20 or 15 a table for multiple, we're going to switch it, and it's still going to be cheaper than what I'm told is other shows costs. But we're going to, for the next several shows, we're just going to keep it at a flat $25 per table, no multi-table discounts. So if you want two tables, it'll be $50. If you want three, it's $75. And I know that's, at three tables, it'd be $30 more than what, the $15 per table times three that we offered before, but that was way too low. I think that $25 a table, from what my experience tells me and what other people tell me of other shows, is a fair price. And if you have so much inventory that you need three tables, if you're so serious about your collection and being a dealer that you need three tables, then paying $75, I don't feel is really asking much. I think it's an investment into your business, and if you've got three tables worth of stuff to sell, I promise you're going to get that money out. If you don't feel you will, then I'm okay with people not coming to the show because they don't feel the value's there yet. And those are the sort of hard conversations we're going to start having, and people might be mad at me, but we have to set a standard at some point. There are going to be future expenses with a bigger venue that we're going to need to put money towards. So if we, show a profit with this next show, the money is not going in my pocket. It's going to go into a reserve account to pay for renting tables, renting the venue. It's going to probably cost $1,000 to rent a bigger venue, and tables and tablecloths and all the stuff to make it a good show. So we're going to we do have a reserve account where the money, any extra money goes into it for expenses in the next show, and that's what it's going to be. So the table cost for this next show on February 3rd and for the foreseeable future until we get a venue that has more expenses that we need to charge more. We reserve the right to charge more. I know that for a fact that some other shows charge $30 a table or more, and I don't intend to go there, but if we need to, we will, and we'll have that conversation when we get there. But for now, $25 per table, no multi-table discounts. That's what we're doing. If you're uncomfortable with that or mad about that, please let me know. I'm not going to change it, but I totally understand if you don't want to set up for $25 a table, and if you need multiple tables at $50 or $75 become a problem for you. That's just kind of how the world needs to work with this model. I think $25 a table is fair. So that's what we're going with. Nathan and I have talked about it extensively. We've prayed about it. We've talked about it. $25 a table, no multi-table discounts. You can get multi-table, 2 or 3. You just have to pay for them, $25. So hopefully that's clear. I beat that one up. Promotion. We are going to take more of that money and put it into more promotion. And a suggestion was made to do print promotion as well as digital. So we're going to continue to do our paid ads on Facebook. I was plastering it in all 35 different Facebook groups. There's other ways that I can promote it, but getting partnered up with local newspapers, with more calendars online, things like that. We're going to do better about promotion on print advertising and running stories of how to collect and why you should come out, and for new collectors, what they should be looking for. So we're going to run stories in the newspaper and radio if possible. Obviously, if that's a cost thing, then we need to figure that out. But ideally, print and radio, as well as digital, Facebook groups, word of mouth, incentivizing people to do it, et cetera, et cetera. So location will be Friendship Church again, with ideally in April a bigger and better venue. Pricing is $25 a table, no multi-table discounts anymore. And promotion, there will be bigger and better print, radio, digital, Facebook groups, word of mouth, yada yada. So for now, please let me know if you want to get another table or two, or whatever you had. If you had one table and you want to, let me know. If you had 2 tables and you want to, let me know. If you can't make this show, or if you don't want to pay $25 a table, let me know. But that's the gist of it. Friendship Church again, February 3rd. We're going to get promo rocking this week, and as much as possible. So let me know if you have any thoughts, questions, concerns. As always, I'm always willing to talk and listen. At the end of the day, I might take your feedback and not apply it if it's not for the best of the show and everybody involved. But I appreciate your insight. We've heard you. We got it. 100% said the show is better than expected. 8.5 average rating. A lot of the areas of improvement that you all said were set up with better flow, have food available, so we're working on that for sure. So we're going to continue to bring more value to the show, even when it's at Friendship Church this next time. Figure out table layout, bigger aisles if possible. We're kind of limited on that. That's a tough one. I have a desire for that as well, but that's something we're keeping in mind. Draw more knowledgeable attendees. Yes, that'll be done through print, and sharing stories in newspaper. My dog, I feel like shooting him. Hush! Sorry about that. Putting all vendors in one room eventually. Door prizes I mentioned. There's a few what I call shenanigans, just fun activities, things to get people engaged, things to get people at the show to share it on their social. There's things that I have in mind that I'm going to impart into this next show that I didn't get a chance to with time and resources, but it's going to get better over time. We're going to bring food, print, and all this stuff, right? So, but people did like that everyone was friendly, buying lots of stuff, well attended, affordable table fees. We talked about that. Good communication by us. Thank you for that, and you're welcome. Variety of things for sale, opening and prayer, solid promotion, great conversation about the hobby at the tables. Kid had a blast. So, really, really good response from this first show. It's going to be better next show. April will be even better. It's going to be better and better as we go. Thank you for your feedback. Appreciate your understanding if you ask for something or suggest something and we don't end up doing it, or if rates go up and it bothers you. If there's things that we do that change the show and it bothers you, I'm sorry. Open to a conversation, but ultimately we just need to do what we need to do, and it is for the best of the show. Again, I just hope you hear my heart on that. This is not a money making. This is not a money grab. I don't think it could be a money grab, but anyway. If you have any thoughts, questions, concerns, let me know. Appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and hope to see you on February 3rd at Friendship Church.